Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Spill Sesh. Today we are talking about Jaclyn Hill because guys, we have some seriously piping hot tea about her new highlighters. So as you guys know, the other day Jaclyn announced she is coming out with a holiday collection and it is going to include 3 different formulas for highlighters. One is a palette and there are 2 different kinds of the palette. One is for a lighter skin tone, one is for a darker skin tone, and then there is one that is like a blurring highlighter powder that you can use all over your face for like a blurring effect. That's what she was saying. And then there is a third one that is super duper pigmented. So there are the 2 powders and then there are the palettes. So basically what we have discovered today was that 1, Jaclyn Hill has been sending out PR packages allegedly without any of the ingredients listed, which is super duper problematic because, you know, people have allergies and how are they supposed to know what is inside of the product they're using, if it's going to be safe, if they're going to, you know, have an allergic reaction, if there are no ingredients listed anywhere. So this came from a Twitter account called Jaclyn Hill Labs Exposed at Lab Hills, saying apparently Jaclyn Cosmetics didn't send their PR packages with ingredients of the product. There's no packaging labeling ingredients on the individual products and not in/on the PR box. What are they trying to hide? So here you can clearly see there are no ingredients listed under the box or on the actual products itself. So it seems like she didn't send it with the ingredients label, which people were trying to say, what is she hiding? Now, this is actually pretty crazy. If you guys watched the video, you would know that Jaclyn said she used a lab in Milan to create her highlighters. Well, later on in the video, she goes on to say she actually used multiple labs. And what that means, guys, is that she basically tried to make it seem like she didn't exactly go to the same lab she went to for the lipsticks, but I can tell you guys, there is such a high chance, like a 99.9% chance, Jaclyn Hill used the same exact lab that she used for her lipsticks for the 2 powdered highlighters. So if you guys remember in her video where she was revealing us these products, she mentioned that the 2 palettes were made in Milan and that they were specially made in the lab over there and they got to, you know, feel the formulas. It's amazing. They have a special way of doing it. And everybody noticed that on the other 2 highlighters on the back of the packaging, they say made in the USA. So here we have the photo of them. They say made in the USA on them. And if you guys see, you can see the batch codes on these. And a lot of people noticed that the batch codes are the exact same for every single shade you see here. So typically each shade will have a different batch code, and this is exactly what happened with the Jaclyn Hill lipstick scandal. Each lipstick had the same batch code, which means the entire collection was contaminated. And a lot of times, if you have one product go wrong, you just basically recall that one batch. But because her entire batch was made literally all together, everything was infected. And she said in the video that she was working on these highlighters since before the lipsticks. And in my opinion, and I'm sure everybody else's, how would she have predicted everything that went wrong with the lipsticks? So why would she change the original lab that she went to? So obviously she had been working with Oxygen Laboratories, and then while she was working with them, they made other products. They made the lipsticks. I don't think she would switch labs, you know, before a scandal, you know what I mean? Like, I think now if she had made the highlighter, she would go with a different laboratory because people would be very upset to hear that she was using the same one. But because these highlighters were created before the lipstick scandal, she had no way of knowing this laboratory was not good and that they were making these large batches of products and every single one of these items had the same batch code. They were made all together, so if one is contaminated, they are all contaminated. To further give you guys some proof that this is the case, some other people have gone on Twitter and said how they feel about this. So Jaclyn Hill Labs Exposed said, "Here we go again, same batch codes for different colors. Are we doing this again at Jaclyn Cosmetics?" Some people were unsure if the palettes were made in the same place as the actual loose powders, but it was confirmed in the video I was able to check that the palettes were made in Milan and the other products were made in basically what we believe Oxygen Laboratories. So Not Another Drama Channel responded to this tweet and said, "I'm thinking it's just the palettes, but if the loose highlighters have the same batch codes regardless of color, makes me think they are from the same lab as the lipsticks." And Zadie Doll responded to this saying this: "So the loose powders from the same lab as the lipsticks. It's alleged that Oxygen Development made the lipsticks and now we have powders made in the USA using the same batch codes." This has to be the laboratory that she has been using for all of her products. And guys, this is some exclusive hot tea. The other day I got a message from someone that I cannot name. They did not reveal themselves, but they said that they had some insight onto Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. So a lot of people have alleged that Morphe is behind Jaclyn Hill. They're either funding her, giving her money, or they have some sort of ownership in her actual company. And this person, I'm not going to show you guys the exact message, but maybe I'll show little parts of what they sent to me. They said, "I can't really say my name due to legal reasons, but I have some knowledge about Morphe since I worked on the sale of it." Then they sent me a link and they said this is basically a link to a notice that the government posts when it gives early clearance. Well, I have some scoop. Elevate Brands doesn't own Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, but they did invest. In the link right here, Elevate Brands, if you see right here, it says acquired party, Elevate Brands, and it says acquired entities, Morphe Holdings. It seems like Elevate Brands acquired Morphe. It says Elevate Brands doesn't own Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, but they did invest, which basically means Morphe as well is in some part attached to Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics through Elevate Brands, because like I'm saying here, guys, I know it's confusing. Right here, you can see it in the Federal Trade Commissions on this website, July 26, 2019, Elevate Brands, and it says acquired entities, Morphe Holdings. So these three are all interconnected, and this is crazy. So, I mean, you guys can take my word for it that Elevate Brands did invest in Jaclyn Hill. You can take this girl's word for it. This is all alleged information, guys. But they went on to say that she had plenty of other products that she was supposed to launch that they were already made. They are just all on the shelf waiting to be sold. I think this is the product that she chose to sell because she has sold highlighters in the past. She probably felt like it was the safest one to sell right now, especially because she has that one product from Milan that she can come out and kind of front and say this is made at a different place, whereas the other products we know were basically made at the same exact laboratory as the lipsticks. And who wants to buy something that came from that laboratory where they had dogs running around, you know, and hair everywhere and fuzzy gloves and no gloves and whatnot? So the fact that she was able to say, hey, I went to a different laboratory, I think that is exactly why she pulled the highlighters off the shelf and was like, this is the only thing we are going to be selling this time. And if this launch goes successful, then I think she's going to be releasing all the other products that were made at Oxygen Laboratories before they expire. So guys, this is a whole messy situation. I truly can't believe Jaclyn Hill is selling us products from Oxygen Laboratories, allegedly. Let me know how you guys feel about this. I truly was shocked to get some confirmation from somebody. Oh, it is alleged, guys, that this person was telling me Morphe is a part of Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, although that has been speculated for a very long time. Let me know if you guys are still going to be buying the highlighters, if you're interested in it, and how you think this is actually going to do. Although in Jaclyn's video, she didn't mention anywhere this was going to be a limited collection, but On someone's Instagram story, they filmed Jaclyn at her launch party dinner, and she said it was going to be a limited collection.
So for Jaclyn Cosmetics Holiday 2018, we have a limited edition highlight collection. We have a limited edition highlight collection that consists of 3 individual.
So there has to be a reason behind that, whether she's working with the laboratory or she's not working with that laboratory anymore, and that's why it's limited, because she can't make it again with that exact, lab. But I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you are going to be buying this palette, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.